We have Jackie here, cousin
Hiya.
Jackie. She's our oldest cousin, but not very old, just oldest.
18 plus.
18 plus. So what's your question for today?
Do you believe in ghosts and what experiences have you had?
Yeah. So do you believe in ghosts?
I do. I've had quite a few experiences.
Can you tell one of your experiences?
In my old house in Lincoln, I'm not very good at doing videos. One of Connor's remote control cars was moving and there was no batteries in it.
Oh, wow. So do you think it was a ghost?
Yeah, definitely.
And have you ever done a seance or any kind of...
No, I spoke to somebody about the house and it turned out that it was hit by a bomb in the Second World War, and a man lived there, Andrew Tollerton his name was, he died in that house.
Wow.
I think it was him.
Have you ever done a... I don't know what you call it, where you actually connect with someone from the dead? Have you ever tried it? No. Would you like to try it?
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be
But in
cool.
a safe space.
Alright, cool. So do you believe in ghosts? Bye!
Bye.
Ooh, good one. This might go on a bit. So I do believe in ghosts, but I've never seen one or experienced anything that I would classify as like ghostly phenomena. So then why do I believe in ghosts? My mum definitely believes in ghosts. Not only believes in them, but she's had many experiences of like bizarre phenomena. Ooh, I'm getting goosebumpy talking about it. Okay, so years and years ago, before I was born, my mum and dad were driving through Birmingham. They were going home from, I don't know, being on a night out. It was the middle of the night. There was no one else on the road. And they were just driving down. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, my dad swerved to avoid something in the road. And they looked back and there was nothing there. Now, if you ask my dad about this, he says nothing happened. If you ask my mum about it, there was like some like ghost car in the road that was coming straight towards them, like in their lane. But then you can ask my dad, why did you swerve? Like, why did you literally have to go into the other lane to avoid it? And he has no answer for this. He refuses to acknowledge that even happened. Yeah, they look back, there was nothing there. They swerved, nothingness. But they both knew that there was something there to swerve. Like, they both panicked at the same time. Freaky. When my mum bought I think it was their first flat they bought together. I believe this was the one that was above the laundrette. So they own the laundrette and the flat above it. And there used to be an old lady that lived there. Ah, spooky. And she passed away and their children had sold the flat. And there was a lot of furniture left in there. And mum and dad got rid of most of it. But there was a rocking chair in the corner that the cat would always sleep on. And even though they didn't use the chair, I was like, well, the cat clearly wants to sleep on that chair. So they kept the chair. My dad was working a lot of nights. And one night, the cat would not go anywhere near that chair. Nowhere near it. And mum swears blind that she looked over. There was nothing. She looked again. And there was an old lady in the rocking chair. Another one, we were at a B&B, I think it was the Stamford Arms in Melton. We were just checking out some nearby properties, and I was in a separate room with my brother. Mum and dad were in the main room, and she woke up and she saw a soldier marching in through one wall, marched right through the bedroom and then out through the other wall. And he didn't look at my mum. He was like fully dressed in uniform, but he was just like marching in a straight line. And mum said she had the distinct feeling that he felt lost, like he couldn't find where he was supposed to be going, so he was just marching. There's loads. What's some other ones? Oh man, my mum's seen all sorts of stuff. So in my old bedroom, in the house that they still live in now, sometimes my mum will sleep in that bed, like if my dad's not very well or something like that. and she's literally seen things come out of the mirror. And I'm like, and occasionally when I go to visit, that's still the room that I stay in. And I'm like, Mum, why did you tell me this? Like, I don't want to know what things are coming out of the mirror in my bedroom, thanks. They were like these tiny pixie things. And there was 2 of them. And they were like proper sneaking about. And then when one of them saw that my mum had seen them, they like darted and they went back into the mirror. Oh, the thing about the light. So there was so this is Mum and Dad's bedroom in the house that they're in now. There was a light, middle of the night, a light on the wall, just like a spot of light. It should have been like from a light beam somewhere. And it wasn't doing anything, it was just there, but it was like irritating my mum a little bit. So she was trying to find out where this light was coming from, and it didn't matter what she covered or what she moved. There was like nothing that was causing this light spot. It was just there on the wall. My mum has lots of night terrors as well, though. Like, when you're like frozen, when you wake up and you know you're awake, but you can't move. It's like sleep paralysis. And she'll see like big black shapes that float above her in bed. And like, oh, the thing with the heads. Oh my God. Yeah, Mum woke up once and saw, she just looked down. Again, it was like sleep paralysis thing, so she couldn't move. And there were literally 2 heads on the bed next to her, one either side of her, just talking away. I'm really glad that I'm not like spiritually attuned enough to have experienced any of that. I do get like creepy feelings though. Like I'll get like just random, like inexplainable, just weird feelings of like something there, like just going cold for no reason. I think my parents' house, like the house that I used to live in, super spooky, definitely haunted. There's like one side of the house, when you walk that side of it, you can just feel the pressure in the air change, and you can just feel your body go cold. Like so, anything that's, so the lounge side is fine. Then as you pass through the kitchen and you go into the dining room, you can feel that change. And you've got the dining room and the garage and Mum and Dad's bedroom above it. And it's weird. If I was like ever in that house alone, I would only be in the lounge or that side. There's some weird sensations when you walk to the other side of the house. No idea what that's about. But yeah, so I do believe in ghosts, but it's more like on behalf of my mum, because of my mum's experiences. I don't know how I would handle any experiences like that, so I'm really glad that I'm not connected in that, I don't know, dimension, reality, the connection to the other realm that my mum experiences. I'm really glad I don't have anything to do with that. Super spooky. I'm sure there's loads more that she's seen as well. I can't think of any right now.